appears to be eating out of a bucket of paint, which is worrying. Somebody should look into that. Lead poisoning is real, people. Hello there, human beings. My name is Comedian, and I thought this week it might be fun to check out some more TXT. So a big thank you to Sanjana Ray, who recommended this. Thank you for the suggestion, Sanjana. You bigged this song up quite a bit, so I'm excited to see what it's like. And oh, I better like it, because otherwise we'll be having some words. If you like TXT, if you like reactions, if you like socially awkward people sat in slightly comfortable chairs, then this is the place for you. Make sure you click on that subscribe button and activate notifications so you can see when I upload. And also go and check out my Patreon. I've got Run BTS Bon Voyage reactions on there and early access to all of my reactions and that kind of stuff. And if you want to see the reaction, well, you're in the right place already. Say no more. Let's go. Whoa, oh, okay, we got a quote to start with. This is like a movie. You can say that adolescence is a whole universally present in the lives of everyone. I think it says everyone. My camera's slightly blocking the screen. Normally not a problem. It's going to wobble it. Yeah, everyone. I'm a genius. And that's period, okay? Large or small, we experience hunger and emptiness in our soul during this period. Yeah? However, to some boys, this hole invades their lives with excessive frequency and complex forms. Wow. That's a good... I don't know if that was a poem or just from a book or an excerpt from a car manual. But whoever wrote that, they knew their stuff. That was well said. There's no music. I expect it's done for effect, but I always get anxious like I'm the problem. I can't believe I said car manual and then the first scene is this chappie holding car keys. I'm a psychic. I'm sorry. ADHD is in full force today. I already want to go back to the start and try and absorb that thing again. I mean, it was very good, but it was just kind of like... Oh. Okay, so the theme, comedian, the theme is about experiencing emptiness, hunger for more during adolescence. And sometimes the desire for more or the emptiness you feel in youth is really complicated. Okay, so this is all about youth and feeling empty and not wanting more. Okay, here we go. And car keys for some reason. Well, no, car keys are an important part of youth. I like that as imagery because, like, that is the most exciting thing that can happen when you're growing up, is getting a car and the freedom that entails. Kind of. Unless you live in the middle of nowhere and you can't really go anywhere. But still, it's still so much freedom. The freedom to terrorize the neighborhood. And freedom to run dangerously and ominously towards a window of a building. I know I love you. Is this song to their car? That would be justified. This might be about their car. I also like how in the classic gaming scene, he's like, normally people make fun of people playing games, you know, in videos and stuff like that because they're just like, which is like now no one plays unless, you know, you're in the final round of a Call of Duty tournament or something. But this chappie, he's not even using the right thumbstick. There are games we don't use the right thumbstick, but not many. In fact, maybe, you know what this might be? This might be, I'm so used to people doing the fake gaming thing in videos that he's actually properly playing a game or like actually doing it realistically, and I'm just like, that looks crazy. This might be a song about a car, which I think is just great. Oh my goodness. I don't think this song necessarily is about a car, but I think the imagery of the car and what it represents for a young person is perfect. And there's no reason why I wouldn't therefore interpret the song as being about a car. Like, I could have written love songs about my car when I was young. Like, it's, you know, I haven't thought about this in a while because, you know, when you're older, you're just like, oh yes, car, the thing you use to go and get food. I don't really do that anymore. Or the thing you use to go to your job. Oh, I don't do that anymore. The thing you used to go and sometimes see friends once or twice a month. It's just a perfunctory thing after a while, but as a kid, it's the most exciting, like, taste of adulthood, a taste of freedom. A freedom that you soon learn to regret desiring for. Because that freedom comes with many, many strings attached, which make it less free than you would think. Let's be real. But yeah, I like the whole car imagery. What was that in this? Okay, I'm glad I spotted that, because I said to my brain, there's something in the background, comedian, and then my brain said back, it's just a thing, it's probably a mountain or something. And I was like, no, comedian's brain, look closer, and I'm glad I did, because as it turns out, it's a fish. An angelfish, maybe? Interesting. Ooh, outrageous. It's also interesting, like, this now appears to be a love song, but the interesting thing about this band is that they don't tend to, from what I can understand, or the other songs are actually, people said they don't necessarily strictly do classic love songs. Like, maybe you'll think it's a love song, but it's actually a song about friendship, which is really wholesome and nice. But this does appear to be more of a love song. But I guess it could apply to friendship too. Because there's all situations, I've been in them, I would like to be in one now, quite frankly, where you find a friend or a friendship happens, and it really elevates you from being like a 3 out of 10 for life enjoyment, all the way up to like a 9 or a 10. Like, it just completely, it's like you remember how to live again. You're like, oh, I should do stuff, I should be outside, I should hang out with someone. So I guess the actual romantic part is kind of irrelevant. Like, finding a special someone can save you when you're a kid, you know, and an adult, but too busy, you know, doing jobs. So... Oh my god, their car broke down now. What have you done? This is a confession. He's a string of bodies behind him. Bodies. Pitch black from the murders. I put the lights out. I like now that love songs you might hear, they're not so generically about boy and girl and boy, because there's so many forms of love and they're all just as significant as the other. And to a kid, to an adolescent who is experiencing that hunger, the feeling of loneliness, the feeling of emptiness, like there's something more. Like I said, it doesn't have to be a romantic love, it could be a friendship, but whatever it is, like love as a kid, love can save you, you know, it can save you from your adolescent feels. Like, all of my best memories as a kid, and as an adult, let's face it, are with other human beings, of course. Was that a Capri Sun? I'm pretty sure that's a Capri Sun there. Like, it could be a more wholesome image of childhood, a little Capri Sun in the corner. Oh, I miss childhood when you'd have a nice sort of like temporary swimming pool, mini swimming pool in an abandoned warehouse that was painted yellow to hang out in. Don't you guys miss that? And the angelfish. Yeah. Love mends the hole in the soul hole. No, he just started dancing. That was like an expression of friendship, because, you know, this chap comes in, this guy's standing here, and he's like, well, I can't dance now, all my friends aren't here, it's not the same. And the second his friend sits down, who appears to be eating out of a bucket of paint, which is worrying, somebody should look into that, lead poisoning is real, people. Second his friend sits down, friendship, yay! Oh, it might be a bucket. Apparently they sell crisps and paint buckets in Korea, which is cool. Good value for money, that's for sure. Just, you know, dust it off first. Oh, he like moonwalks his way out. It's the world's most like casual, cool conga line. Don't burn, your parents paid for those. Don't burn those things. Also the environment, that looked like they were putting plastics in there. Oh my god. I'm horrified. I'm genuinely horrified. Because to think, I started out this song naively thinking it was a love song about a car and the freedom it brings to adolescence and youth. And they're ending it by burning the car, burning their freedom. I was so wrong, apparently. And they have no respect. Like, guys, I know you're young and maybe you don't know about this stuff yet. It's boring adult stuff. But if a car breaks down, generally you can fix it. Burning it is never going to help. Let's just say that. Oh, that was deep. That was deep. He had loser tattooed on his thingy, and somebody wrote lover over it. And that's the power of love. It could turn you from a loser into a lover. You could still be a loser who loves. I don't know. What if he wrote lover first and somebody wrote loser? I hope that isn't what happened. That would be horrible. I like the choreography there, that's fun. It's actually an interesting thing I haven't really thought about, because normally K-pop choreography is so meticulous, you know? You guys know what I'm talking about. You've seen it with your eyeballs just like me. I like that this is kind of laid back, and like it does give that kind of youthful feeling of we do whatever, like they're just kind of following their own path. I like that. Ah, the warehouse days. I miss my warehouse days. I also just realized there's a swimming pool in that warehouse. There's literally a swimming pool. And they decided to just bring a temporary pool and fill that up instead. I mean, it's less maintenance and less water. Good for the environment. But still, it just seems a bit redundant. Oh. Oh no, was it a dream? Is he actually, like, friendless? Is he Johnny No Mates? What a horrible twist. He woke up and it was all a dream, and all he had was his car, and he looks at his car and he's like, I'm sorry I burnt you in my sleep. You're all I have, quite literally. Wow. I think that was very, very interesting. As far as like the song itself, it seems almost wrong to call it a beat, because that wasn't like, you know, I feel like a beat only really applies to EDM and rap stuff, but the backing track, not strictly my cup of tea. It was fine, inoffensive. I thought the actual theme, like the thing I liked about that song was I liked the music video a lot. I think that was very, very interesting. Like, it definitely set out what it did to do, because, you know, the intro gave me a hint about what it was about, and then the themes of the lyrics and the music video definitely brought me back to my childhood. It's very easy for me to go back to my childhood, not fully or like, you know, conceptually or like as in, oh, this is how it was, but like it's like that thing of like, remember when I had emotions? Oh yeah, I remember. Oh, that must have been fun when the world was new and everything was to be explored and stuff like that. Not that I did any exploring, but I explored video games and it felt very exciting, and now it doesn't feel as exciting, but but that's a me problem. But yeah, I think that song and the music video especially really succeeded at giving that feeling of like childhood, the kind of carefree feeling, and really expressed very, very well like how friendship and just love, like really, you know, why call it friendship? Boil it down to love. Destigmatize the difference between platonic friendships and romantic friendships. Stop getting wound up about those, because that's why a lot of people go so wrong with romance and with dating and everything, is because there's this toxic idea put out there by society that men are from Mars and women are from Uranus or whatever it is, and it's just like, and people are just humans, man. If I could get all hippy-dippy for a second, like, you know, if you're looking for a partner, you basically want a best friend that you can maybe like touch a bit, unless you're like aromantic or asexual or whatever, in which case don't even bother with that stuff. It's much easier probably. Really all you should be looking for in a partner ever is just a best friend, which is why I think that old thing of opposites attract is like a bollocks, absolute bollocks. That's my rant about love. But the point being is that, you know, love is transformative in adulthood too, but in childhood especially. Like, childhood can be a very, very lonely and alienating, isolating time of your life, and, you know, the feeling of having a group of friends, of having a best friend, of having a crush, or having, you know, a young love, whatever it is, it can completely transform your life. And I think this song on the music video, like kind of explained that really well. So yeah, I think it's cool. I can see why you guys recommended it. I hope you enjoyed the reaction. If you did and you aren't subscribed, then I just slapped you in the face, and I'll do it again. If you don't subscribe right now, it's an outrage. If you want, subscribe button is right there, and turn on notifications as well. And like I said, my Patreon's in the description. You can see much more stuff and goodies in there. Got a Discord and all that lovely stuff, Twitter, whatever. It's all down there. You know where to find it. You know where to find me. I'll be right here until the next time. So take care, and remember, if you like this reaction to 0X1, then click the subscribe button for more reaction fun.